until they
deal,
take
Johnny.
Republican.
Yeah, Johnny,
Chinese
you
spies,
got
no big deal. Russian double agents building a case to take down the president, silence. Chair of Intel lying and leaking to finish off Trump, just another day in Congress. Where's the press? This should be front page news. But a lot of America's reporters are being played by Intel. The CIA is using them as its personal publicist. It's been happening since Vietnam. Listen to a former CIA analyst, Frank Snepp, blow the whole thing up.
Oh my God, there's a lot of analysts. I also was an interrogator and indeed briefed the press when we, the CIA, wanted to circulate disinformation on a particular issue. We would pick out a journalist, I would go do the briefing and hope that he would put the information in print.
What was your percentage of success?
We were pretty successful in planning information of a rather rarefied nature, ordinarily or usually. The journalists would go with it because it looked like some kind of exclusive. And I would say our percentage planning that kind of data was 70 to 80%.
Reporters rushing to print a story because they think they got an exclusive from a scoop. Some things never change. Since then, Intel's only gotten stronger. They can decide who gets to be president. They worked with the media and big tech to hijack our last two elections. Both Trump and Biden are now under investigation. If they pull the trigger, Kamala is going to be running against DeSantis instead, until they find something out on Ron. And then Cackles is in the Oval. A historic first. They're out of control. America's intel community needs to be reined in. So what are the Republicans going to do about it? Senator Ted Cruz is a Judiciary Committee member, and The Verdict with Ted Cruz podcast host. All right, Senator, what are you guys going to do about it?
Well, Jesse, as you noted at the outset, it is a good day now that Adam Schiff and Swalwell are no longer on the Intelligence Committee. You know, in the prior Congress, when Nancy Pelosi threw multiple Republicans off committees, I predicted that day, I said, this will be the inevitable consequence, that if Nancy Pelosi wants to play partisan games and throw Republicans she doesn't like off committees, the shoe will come around to the other foot. The world always turns, and this is exactly, and in fact, I predicted Schiff and Swalwell and Omar would be out of a job on the committees, and that's exactly what the prediction was. I will say with Schiff and Swalwell in particular, the idea that they were on the Intel Committee was always laughable. It was always a joke. Schiff, we've seen, has a repeated proclivity of lying, of abusing classified information, taking classified information that he got on the Intel community and then on the Intel Committee, and then turning around and saying precisely the opposite to the American people. So, for example, the Hunter Biden laptop. He insisted that it was Russian disinformation. Well, that was a lie. We also know from the Twitter files, Adam Schiff was very active in getting Twitter, getting big tech to suppress what he saw as politically problematic stories. He claimed many of the people talking about, for example, the Devin Nunes memo were Russian disinformation. That was a lie. Twitter told him that's a lie. He didn't care. And so I think it was the right step to remove Adam Schiff. And then Swalwell, you know, today's Democrat Party for some time has been in bed with Communist China, but Swalwell took that to a whole different level. He was literally in bed with Fang Fang, jeopardizing America's national security, and that kind of cavalier attitude, well, that has very real consequences. So I'm glad to see that leadership in the House, that the new Republican majority is standing up and fighting. I think the leadership fight that we had in the House was very beneficial for helping ensure the majority actually stands up and fights. And I'm going to tell you, today I made a request of our leadership on the Senate side that we have a classified briefing specifically about what classified materials Joe Biden had. All the classified materials that have been in the news. We need to know what those materials were. Listen, I've read a lot of classified documents. Every document I've read in a SCIF, a secure facility in the basement of the Capitol. But if that information concerns Burisma, if it concerns Hunter Biden, if it concerns Communist China paying Hunter Biden and the Biden family millions of dollars, then it shifts into a very serious issue of corruption and real potential criminal liability.
It sure does. Senator, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate having you on Prime Time.
Thank you, Jesse.
Well, the Paul Pelosi body cam footage is about to go public. Do not go away.
I love dogs. I hate pain. Maybe that's a little too direct, but I know what it feels like to live with pain, and I sure enjoy life more without it. People ask me if Relief Factor really works, and I'm here to tell you it does. I've been taking it every day for years, and it's 100% drug-free. I love that I can do the simplest things like walk my dog and not worry about pain. It's been a godsend. Not only do I move better without pain, I just feel better overall. Would you like to get back to living the life you used to live without aches and pains? Get your 3-week quick start for only $19.95. Move more, live more. Just decide that now is the time to take control of your pain. Call 1-800-4RELIEF to order now, or go to ReliefFactor.com. Why wait to live the life you love? Do what I and hundreds of thousands of Americans are doing.